Hello guys, welcome back to another tournament game of mine. This time it's a quarterfinal of the Herr Grand Tournament. I played also in the Steel Division League. I had 10 games, won all of them, and it's looking pretty good for me to advance to the finals. I said something wrong in a video where I said like the first four qualify in each division. It's only the first two, so it's basically, even though I have all of my matchups besides one, it's still pretty close. There are like 2 or 3 guys that have a chance to proceed, but I think if I go through, then I will probably cast the finals. Nevertheless, this is a different tournament here. And yeah, Cadilakor is a good player, so let's see what happens and jump into the deployment. So yeah, like I said, I play 4th Armored against 17 SS. I picked the faction, he picked the map, Merdere, and yeah, 17 SS, pretty good division. I think one of the best vanilla division, if you want to say so. Like one of the best non-DLC divisions. But yeah, 4th Armored definitely pretty strong. And my strategy going into this game was to push on the left side, but contest yeah, pretty much all of the middle here with lots of infantry. This is an infantry heavy map, and yeah, the rifles do pretty well there. As far as Cadilakor goes, he has also a very, I would say, balanced approach. Probably a little bit more units here, so maybe he expected me to push there. So yeah, I go ahead here with 3 squads of rifles, Abrams and Bantam to spot. And just some light troops here. The thing is, you don't really need AT against the 17 SS because there's only the Stuck you have to worry about, and it's not like it will push you heavily, so you can always react once you see it. So yeah, there will be the clash here. I stopped the Bantam because I expected maybe like that he would deploy a Panzerschreck or something in here. Always want to make sure to keep the distance. But yeah, I catch this unit here, unloaded my rifles and went ahead. I caught this IG-18. And then yeah, I went in very aggressive. Also to kind of see if there's an AT gun here, if I have to worry about my Abrams. I think the 17 SS has access to Pak 40s, so that's something I have to definitely worry about. Not so much the Pak 38, but the Pak 38 can still be dangerous. And yeah, making my push here on the left. Not much happening here on the other part, but yeah, that's like as expected. It's just a little holding force here. I also deployed a little bit more units here. This rifle should have gone like here, that would have been better for flank protection. But yeah, this was my strategy, going in hard here. And he calls in 2 Pak 38s, I believe, to deal with that. He has also a Nebelwerfer, which hit me pretty good, took out my armored leader there. I fall back, but he has no unit to follow up this attack here. And I still try to make my 3 squads work around my Abrams, keep them in the command circle. All these units are hidden here. I don't see anything, but I expect, of course, Stoßtrupp, Panzerschreck, and so on in these woods, so I have to be very careful. And yeah, he tries to relieve the pressure, I think, on this side by pushing a little bit more here. I'll keep my Abrams just like that, so I have a retreat option here. But still, I'm close to the action, and then, yeah, he unloads the Pak 38, and I'm not too worried about this. With my 10 front armor, he has to get very, very lucky if he wants to penetrate me and kill and take me out. But yeah, the 2-star Abrams is just a beast and has no problem dealing with that. Meanwhile, these Stoßtrupps are doing work, but the thing is, the rifles are far more efficient in just grinding your opponent down. These are 5-man teams, and they die pretty easily, cost 20 points just like the rifles do. But the rifles just have more meat on them, so yeah. That's why it's basically a losing battle to grind with Stoßtrupps against rifles in forests. Meanwhile, I'll call in reinforcements here, just some light stuff, nothing too fancy. And this flak feeling is here in the woods in close range, takes out the rifle. Yeah, nothing fancy here, just some light troops. There's no need to go with anything besides that. I could have called in a Greyhound maybe, but I need to spot these guys in the forest, so the Bantam is a little bit more better for that. Still trying to work my way up here, but yeah, I bought this mortar half-track, and now I need to wait for more reinforcements. I lost my rifles, and so it's dangerous to push up without infantry support. Trying to kill this flak feeling here. This flak feeling is an interesting choice. Maybe he worried about my Marauder and bought it from the start. Also a nice fire support. And yeah, his Stoßtrupp making his way up there. Take out the flak feeling. Was a mistake of him to push that gap. My Abrams had line of sight. And here I basically keep out of the 100 meter of the Stoßtrupp. Armored leader has pretty mediocre damage output, but yeah, with the help of the mortar half-track I killed the Stoßtrupp. And yeah, so far I just I know that I'm in the lead right now. I don't need to do anything fancy, but now he buys the GU-87. He has vision on my Abrams. I tried to quickly show the front, but yeah, he bails me out. So that was a nice move of him. I kind of forgot about that thing in phase A, so that hit me pretty good. And losing that Sherman. I mean, he's not lost yet. He's bailed out, but he's out of action in the meantime. So I try to just build a perimeter around him and yeah, get this thing up to repair him. Now I get this Greyhound in here for additional fire support, also for a little bit of AP in case I need it, for example against this thing here. And yeah, he has these Stoßtrupps, but these Panzergrenadiere, they don't have Panzerfaust, so even if I get close with cavalry scout, or with that M8 cavalry and the Bantam, it's not the end of the world. I need to dodge basically the 50 meters, or kite the 50 meters, not get in range, because then they throw their hand grenades and they do decent damage. And yeah, he tries to push me further back with the Nebelwerfer, but does not a lot of damage. I have the armored leader here, so my guys don't surrender. And I'm still busy working on this side here. So my focus is still on this. I'm keeping one eye here, but yeah, I want to, of course, I want to repair this thing and go to work. And yeah, I built up a smoke wall to get my munition truck in there. You never know if there's a Pak 40 or something. Luckily, this Sherman is here in that orchard, so I don't really have to worry, but I had to worry about this munition truck going in there, so I wanted to block the vision of him. And yeah, this thing takes out my Bantam. I'm going in now with this for revenge. He loads in his Nebelwerfer, tries to escape with him. I often sometimes, like, this sometimes happens automatically if I want to reload, and then suddenly this thing goes in there, and even though I don't want it. But he is not, of course, in a desperate situation. He calls in his Stuck on this side. I don't know why. Maybe it would have been better to call it in here to deal with that Abrams. Yeah, but maybe he thought like that he can make a push happening here. I'm not sure, or he just wanted to defend here, but of course I'm not relieving the pressure. I'm still, now that the Abrams is back in action, I still go heavy in and not slowing down. Ju-87 now back in action, and this is actually when phase B happens, so now I can finally buy air superiority fighters to deal with it. Before, it basically had free reign, only that that anti-air thing could have scared it away. But now I have full, can make full usage out of the air power of the 4th Armored. Yeah, this thing running around, but has nowhere to go. And it's looking pretty bad for him. Stuck goes in. I still haven't spotted this guy hiding in the town. Yeah, that Stuck, of course, is a little bit isolated. There's not much protecting him, no AA or anything, so I'm just waiting for my opportunity. I have vision on him here with this guy, so I'm just waiting on the opportunity to bomb him and then basically rush him. And yeah, but he still has to focus on this side to not let me capture his spawn, then that would be just GG. And yeah, bombed him. He tries to get this thing in to support the Stuck, or keeping it, just helping him, but there's no way. Yeah, and with this range I can take him out, but I think I surrender him. And yeah, these reinforcements get chewed up. I mean, 17 SS against 4th Armored is like you are in a world of pain in phase A. You basically, if you want to make this matchup work, you need to get into phase B, where you can get Stucks, where you can these Stuck 4s with 12 armor, and then of course have AA set up and everything. Then you can make it work, but in phase A it's a world of pain against 4th Armored, and yeah, a very dominant victory. He taps out. I think he's in the top 10, so he's a very good player. I played him, yeah, he's 7th in the ranking. I played him before in another tournament in the final. So I know that he's a good player. But yeah, that was lost in phase A basically, this game. Yeah. So much for this game. I hope to see you in the next one, and have a nice day.